aquatic, just trying to get more than one move strung together with another, is able to get some juggles here. Playing definitely very safely. You see just the short hopping right outside of the Game & Watch's range. It definitely is the kind of idea you want to go for, but now that Game & Watch is in, this is the real test. In disadvantage against Game & Watch, how you're going to get hit, how much are you going to get hit?
And, you know, I mean, you have the potential now to take a stock lead. We've seen the adjustments coming out for Aquatic. I do want to mention as well, Mirai versus Dabuz over on the top of the screen. Kazuya versus Rosalina and Luma can be a little bit of an awkward matchup at times for Rosa. This character is so light. She dies so easily, and because of how much damage Kazuya does, right? The angles that send at, well, Luma is never really long for the world.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say, Luma already getting killed there, and I do have to shout out Mirai. This is the Kazuya that I told you messed me up in my bracket, Pat. So this is a very real Kazuya with some very real skills. Obviously, Dabuz has experience in this matchup, but it's like you said, it can be very awkward, especially since, I mean, look at that. What was that, 2 hits and Luma's gone?
Yeah.
It's so hard Ritual.
And now, you know, up tilt as well, right, being frame 4, full leg destroy, means that, like, you can't even try and falling aerial on Kazuya safely. Yes, he has that longer jump squat, but Kazuya's, as we just saw there, love to do that double jump cancel forward air, love to use that to stuff you out, and can then, you know, swing with either up smash with super armor, up special, that up air to really stuff out a lot of Luma's grounded approaches. It makes sense that Dabuz is going on Rosa here at least game 1, but I do wonder, especially with, you know, him playing Steve, having Min as well, right? Olimar, if we're going to see him stay with the Rosa Luma here all the way through this set.
Yeah, I was wondering that as well, because I was thinking the same thing, especially with Min, right? Kazuya historically has some trouble against Min at times, and Dabuz's Min is certainly one that can give some trouble, but Mirai is giving Dabuz some trouble with some excellent platform play, ending with the dragon uppercut.
Yeah, so the platform play just has been immaculate. Dabuz's spacing is as well. Beautiful dash or attack cancel there to desync Luma, shoot her on forward and find some extra pressure, but going to still get dislodged. But in doing so, that hit lag that Luma puts Mirai in is just enough for Dabuz to wiggle his way around the frozen Kazuya and back to stage. So in doing so, able to run away long enough just to get Luma back online and run it back, do it all again. Luma, yeah, I mean, she did get down Mr. Dabuz and allow him to survive.
That neutral air spike is so goofy looking. Oh my gosh. It was just a little flick in the forehead, and Rosa goes careening into the blast zone.
But not only did he get the first one, he went off, turned it around, did it again.
I know. That was some excellent gameplay from Mirai, who I believe is a Michigan local, so we'll definitely have the crowd in Mirai's favor.
Yeah, I mean, there is a crowd starting to gather here around the quad stream. We can see them right in front of us, but the folks at home, you know, not as privileged in order to do so. But rest assured, the crowd is here for Mirai Dabuz. He is up a stock now and poised to potentially take game 1. One of the first game losses we'll have seen a top player take all day here, Ali.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just thinking that with that Leo set, you know, we saw Leo drop a game against the hero, that Derp Dog, I believe was the tag. Shoutouts to that tag. And I think that was his first game loss of the day, and Dabuz could potentially be on his way to his first loss. But, you know, only 54% on Luma. We do have Rage Drive unlocked, though.
Yep, and you see there what you're utilizing Luma's shortness, or floatiness, sorry, hey, here. When Luma goes away saying, hey, I don't want to just fight Kazuya straight up, especially when I'm down, so I'm just going to double jump from platform to platform. I've got a high jump, I'm floaty, and I'm just going to say either come up here, overcommit your resources, or just let me time down that Luma, right? It's 13 seconds, I believe, in doubles. I know it's 7 in singles, but I don't, and it's longer it's 7, yeah. But doing a fantastic job of finding its way back here. They're now holding on and evening up the stock count. But that's why you see Dabuz just circle camping like that. It's just to run down the timer, because Rosa without Luma is like Marth without a sword.
Yeah, you know, Ritual, you've got it exactly right there. We saw Dabuz start to circle camp and only took 7% from that last time we referenced his percent when he was down. And just like that, lapping, or well, not quite lapping Mirai, but taking the lead, Dabuz looking much more confident than we saw it earlier.
Ooh, I was going to say all it takes is one electric, and Marai did find it, but just missing the back air slightly at, Dabuz slightly mixing him up there. But the delay on the tech is going to do it. He finds the electric on the get up. What beautiful, beautiful guts to say, hey, I have to choose. I'm getting hit, right? You have like not even a full second to decide, am I checking or not? What option I have? And then to decide on top of it, oh, I'm going to delay it slightly. That takes guts.
Yeah.
It's
it does.
split second, and that decision making causes Mirai now to be up 1-0 over the King of New York. One of the, we've been talking about, right, some of these players being more experienced than others. Nobody is more experienced than Dabuz.
Literally nobody. This is Dabuz we're talking about here, guys.
Like, not only is, he known for his preparation, but he's been around since, well, the early days of Brawl.
Yeah.
Right? Ali, do you know what year Brawl came out?
I don't want to think about it, but
Ali,
I know you're right.
Ali, do you know how long ago that was? It was 16 years ago.
Oh my god.
Brawl turned 16 this year. I know. I got Brawl when I was 8.
Same. Are we the same age? I think we're the same age.
Shoutouts. Shoutouts. And if you know how old that is, chat, we're proud of you. You can do math.
Yeah, let's go. Chat can do math.
Hey.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see if they can. Well, we'll check chat later and let you know. I'll shout someone out if they got it right. But in the meantime, Mirai and Dabuz going at it here in game number 2. This one starting up much the same way the last one did, with Mirai being the one to rack on the early percent.
Yeah, and this going back to what you're mentioning about that split-second decision-making, that is the kind of guts you need to have to beat a top player. Like, the top players obviously have the confidence and experience. You need to be able to make those plays. And the only people we've seen come close to being these top players are the ones who do. And Mirai is exemplifying that right now.
That being said, Mirai's parry, his willingness to go for, or their willingness to go for parry there on that first one, their willingness to go for that parry on those star bits as well, time and time again, are really, nullifying a lot of the tools Rosalina and Luma want to do to force pressure on your space, force you to back off or hold shield where suddenly she's going to capitalize. Because remember, if you shield against Rosalina and Luma, she can dash attack, cancel, grab, and Luma's dash attack doesn't cancel. So it's true, confirm into grab on shield.
Wow, yeah. Excellent point. And, looking at it now, Mirai went off to that early lead. And now it's scary for both players. Mirai at 134. Oh, well, actually, now it's much scarier for Mirai, losing that rage drive off of the star bits. Dabuz trying to find something here, but, Ritual, you said it yourself earlier, one electric can certainly do some stuff. But speaking of some stuff, Ritual, talk to me about that one.
Yeah, that waveline, man, was absolutely insane. Dabuz was doing a great job playing patient under platform, utilizing those attack cancels to push Luma further away from you while still keeping them synced as well, but then did the waveland to mix up that spacing again. When you do wavelands, when you do things that cancel momentum into other momentum, it doesn't cancel it for Luma, just Rosa, so you can microspace Luma very, very well. And Dabuz was able to do it to find that stock, but that was just to open things up, Ali. These two players still have more in the bag, and now the Hell's Gate gonna push you off stage. Even with that tech, great DI from Dabuz, it's not gonna be enough to find a way back into advantage. Now they're going to just do so off the scramble, ensuing Dabuz so disciplined around platform. But Mirai, if Mirai goes down in the stock here, I think Dabuz takes the game handily, but Dabuz has to be terrified because you can't go down 2-0.
Yeah, you cannot go down 2-0, and we talked about other characters, but even still, against a player like Mirai, who's clearly so confident and experienced, as exemplified by going in for that rage drive, taking the stock lead, you definitely do not want to be the one to go down 2-0 here. Obviously, Dabuz can do it, but you don't want to give momentum to the underdog, right?
Not at all, especially, against a player like Dabuz, who you expect to take a couple games, right? You want to lock in that counter pick advantage. You want to give yourself as much breathing room to work with, to not get stressed, to let yourself make those mistakes of swinging for a kill too much, maybe in game 3, right? To reset, get acclimated to the environment against being up 2-0 against someone of this caliber, and then make those adaptations mentally and close out the set. evening it up at 1-1 would completely destroy that ability that Mirai would have. So it's integral, I think, for the winner of this game, I think, wins the set, and Mirai trying to make it him or them right now immensely.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, you said it. You said a great Ritual. I totally agree. I think this, obviously, like game 3, a potential game 3 at 1-1 is a huge difference maker, but something like this is huge for momentum, you know? Neither one wants to give this up, and Marai has been looking so confident. Dabuz cannot find this kill. We've consistently seen Marai above 130, 140%, and that is sort of really spelled doom because, you know, against Kazuya, you can keep him in disadvantage for 30 seconds. They get one combo opener and you're going to take 61.7% or more.
Exactly, and you know, seeing that now by Mirai on the last stack, but as you mentioned, living to 217, not only is that a lot of time with max rage, which makes Kazuya hit even a little bit harder if he needed that, but Kazuya, as you said, character with a very exploitable disadvantage state, a character that should be dying sooner because even though he's heavy, he just gets caught off stage, caught in the air for so long. Mirai, they're trying to line up what looked like a neutral air, but just wasn't able to find one comfortably. So instead, gonna reset the scenario, reset the situation, and give himself one more chance. That being said, it's Dabuz who's taking advantage of that opportunity and racking on 60%, now himself potentially only one neutral interaction away from the game.
Yeah, absolutely true, and that was a great upbeat call out we saw come out from Mirai. Dabuz is picking up some momentum here, but like, I mean, 144.9, this could get ugly fast, but the juggles, speaking of getting ugly if you're Mirai.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Mirai didn't just go swing with a down air there and just stall and fall it, because Rosa is floaty, right? She's already in the air. She has to commit. The least you can do is drift out of the way, and you then kill Luma. At least let yourself get back down to stage. But Mirai here definitely getting caught a little bit antsy, definitely realizing, hey, I'm about to go up 2-0 over Dabuz, and letting that get in your head mentally. But the patience to find the way past the trickiness that Dabuz is pulling out with Luma on the timing mix-ups, like she's the one behind the sticks. And right now it's just Rosalina trying to lock things out now. Dabuz trying to show you everything you've never seen before because the stops come out here.
Yeah, and look at this. Wraith Drive is gone. Percents are almost even. This is critical for both players. I have never, you know, you mentioned it earlier that the winner of this could go on to win the set, and the way the momentum's swinging right now, I really feel that that could be the case.
Yeah, and I mean, Mirai either is going to get their mental broken by letting this one slip away, or is going to feel the confidence of clutching this out. And right now, without Luma online, this is your opportunity. With Luma back, that was a chance, but Dabuz getting caught at the peak of his jump. You saw the teammate or the friend or something, someone just popped off and sprinted, literally sprinted a circle around the venue when Mirai took that second game. Aim, and now up 2-0 against one of, I believe, Dabuz, the 8th seed at this event.
I think you're
one
right.
of the top 20, 25 players in the world. And I mean, it does not get better than this, folks. He is switching. Nude center.
Let's go. All right.
Hey, you're the one who said it, right? Especially the min-min.
Especially the min-min. Hold me on it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, let's see it, Dabuz. So, I mean, I was talking this up as a potential really good counter pick. We're going to have to see how it goes, though. I am not familiar of if there are min-mins in Michigan, how many min-mins Mirai will have played against. Obviously, a meta-relevant character that there are certainly plenty of, but, you know, it's Dabuz's min-min. So that is a different beast entirely.
And I was gonna say, say min-min Michigan 10 times fast.
Oh
that one's a little bit of a tongue twister. But speaking of twisters, right? These noodle arms got a lot of mix, a lot of twist to put the U in. We saw that just last weekend. Obviously, Dormigi going on a fantastic run over at Battle of BC. The young prodigy himself coming over from Japan for the first time and really making it work. But here, Dabuz trying to recreate some of that magic, potentially maybe looking for some more edge guards than we're used to seeing with min-min. But right now, just not comfortable enough exploiting that against Kazuya off stage, so just allowing the reset. But if you don't close out these stocks, that benefit to close these games in as few interactions as Kazuya starts to go away, and that's where Mirai is going to make you pay.
Absolutely. Oh, a nice little rhyme there. Shout outs. Yeah, Dabuz, you know, is just opting for this safe, really entirely using, well, not quite entirely, but relying heavily on Ram right now. We do see Megawatt coming out. But I mean, 58%, 149 on Kazuya, this is scary hours for sure, especially as the movement of Mirai pushes Dabuz into the corner.
Yeah, I love the pressure that we've found here, left, right, and center. Mirai doing such a good job, right? They lost that first interaction or two And then since then, you know, it feels like everything is a hit you can take. The adaptation has come on. The lockdown has been immense. And it's still Dabuz losing the first stock. What are we watching right now?
What are we watching? I mean, you know, after game 2, I was like, okay, that was close, but I still really was feeling, I was waiting to see this mid-min, but the way Mirai's playing right now, are we just going to see Dabuz get 3-0'd?
I mean, that would be a surprise if ever there was one, but I'm certainly starting to trend that way. That being said, Dabuz keeping this one nice and even, and once he gets on that board, I mean, there's no taking him back off, right? I think once Dabuz gets a game under his belt, he'll start to breathe, he'll start to recompose, so it might be a 3-0 or nothing. But Marai has to find a way to continue without the ability to jump like most other characters to dance around these noodle arms.
Yeah, and you know, the way Marai's gonna need to win this is with edge guards. What?
He just died. Yeah, he didn't even, the up special didn't even come out. It definitely looked like he was looking for one, but something else must have gotten buffered because...
Oh my gosh, Dabuz on his winner's side life, and Marai is showing no signs of stress. I have not seen Marai, other than like the end of that last game, Marai hasn't really been antsy. Marai's been composed, cool, collected, still getting those big combos as soon as the opportunity presents itself, which is exactly what you need to do against mid-min.
And I think that situation where you're about to go up 2-0, whenever you get antsy, whether it's up 2-0, whether it's up 1-0, once you get antsy, once you get through that and breathe a sigh of relief, you level up as a player. We're watching that happen mid-set because Marai got past it, closed out game 2, and is now in the situation where it's like, okay, I've already been there. I can't be any more nervous than I just was. So it's nothing but business. And Kazuya, you know, saying, hey, I don't even need to put on the full suit and tie, man. I'll do it here in my underpants.
So true. And yeah, Dabuz did even things out, but Marai, once again, that composure, the big kick. Oh my gosh, is that it?
Is that it?
That's it!
Holy cow, 3-0! 3-0!
3-0, Dabuz goes down to Marai.
And the pop-off, left, right, center, hugs around the venue. Marai's mouth still open. That jaw is on the floor. Marai cannot believe what they just did. And honestly, Ali, I don't think I can either.
I don't think I can either. You know, Marai, we saw it even from the first game that this was an extremely talented player, but I think the thing that stands out to me, and it's something we've talked about throughout the set, is it's not just about having your stuff locked down. It's about keeping the top player on the back foot, readapting to the adaptations. I mean, that was Min Kazuya, and Mirai made it look easy.
Exactly, and you know, I will say, Dabuz, right, with characters other than Min has historically had a little bit of a Kazuya problem.